Hey guys, Billy Bosco here with Realistically Fit. Coming to you guys again from Heat Bootcamp in South Austin. And today I'm going to teach you guys how to self-evaluate your own form. It's one thing I do with my clients all the time, but a lot of people want to be able to do it on their own to get a heads up, to give information to people that can help them, alright? So what we're going to do is the overhead squat. It's what I do with all my clients when we first meet. It gives a good overall feel of how the body moves, what's tight, what's not firing correctly, what's weak, what's overactive. And it's just a lot of information that's good and you can get to someone that can probably do a lot more help for you, alright? So how it works is, we do an overhand squat, arms are in the air, feet, comfortable position, and you're just going to give me some squats from the front and from the side, and we're going to evaluate, we're going to see how the body moves, and I'll give you guys some pointers, some things you can look for on your own, alright? So, the first angle, let me get back so you guys can see me. The first angle is from the front. You're going to squat, hands overhead. You're going to give me some bodyweight squats, all the way down, all the way back up, all the way down, all the way back up. Make sure you're filming yourself so you can watch your form and look for the things I'm going to tell you guys. The first thing I look for, and the first thing you can look for too, is the feet. Now, the feet should be pointed straight forward. They should remain flat throughout the whole process. Some people might turn their feet out naturally and squat down like so. Now, it could be a cueing thing. Maybe they're just not aware of how to squat. Maybe no one's ever taught them correctly. But it could also be that they have tight calves that are inhibiting their body. So normally, all the way down, if you have tight calves, it's going to force your body to open up a little bit so you can get deeper in that squat. Alright? That's the first thing I look for. The second thing I look for are, what are the knees doing? The knees should be right over the toes. They should remain straight over the toes the entire time. Now what could happen is the toe or the knees can cave inward, like so. Squat down, they cave in just like that. And what that could be is it could be tight adductors that are tight and they're pulling the knees in, or it could be weak glutes, specifically the medial glute that helps rotate the femur outward. It could be weak glutes that aren't firing correctly. The medial glutes are the forgotten muscles. No one ever tends to work those, so that could be it. Alright? So you check for the toes, see what they do. Then you check for the knees to see what they do. So that is all you look for on the front side. Then we're going to switch to the side. So guys, from the side view, we got a couple things to look for. Again, we're going to start, let's see if you can see me. We're going to start at the ankles and work our way up the body. So hands are overhead, squat down, and squat back up. Squat down, and squat back up. What we're looking for, start with the ankles. Do they stay flat, or do they come off the ground? If they come off the ground, again, it could be a cueing thing. Tell your client or tell yourself to shift your butt back. Put the weight back in the heels. If that doesn't work, it could be a calf thing. Your calves could be so tight that when you get that deep, the calves pull, and they pull your foot forward, causing you to come off the ground. Alright? If that's the case, you got tight calves. Up next, we check for the low back, alright? So the low back should stay in line with your shins. It should not roll forward. If it rolls forward, that means we could have a lot of tension in that low back, which could be caused by the hip flexors. They run from the legs up through the hips and attach to the spine. It's also a common cause of low back pain. So, if your low back rounds, it could be from that muscle being tight and it can't get that deep, so it pulls your body together. So if that's the case, we got tight hip flexors. The last thing we look for are the arms. The arms should stay in line with your back. They should be in line together. They should also be in line with the shins. Shins and body should be parallel with each other. If they're not, say your arms fall forward, just like so. You up, you squat, and they fall forward. That could be either a tight lat or a tight chest. If those muscles are tight, as you squat down, they're going to contract, and they're going to pull your arms forward. If that's the case, we got to stretch the lats and stretch the chest out, alright? Those are the front and the side views. Those are the main things we look for in the overhead squat. Now I'm going to show you guys how to stretch them out. So again, check your view from the front, Check it from the side. The things to look for: ankles, knees, hips, and then the arms. So, proper form, you should squat down. The toes should stay straight. The knees should stay right over the toes. Those hands should stay in line with your back from the side. The weight should be back, push the butt back, feet stay flat. Hands are in line with your shins, all in line. Those are the main things to look for, guys. Now I'm going to show you how to stretch out the muscles that are either tight or not strong enough. So the first stretch is the calves. A lot of problems start from the ground up and work their way up the body. So we're going to start from the ground up, working the calves. Everyone tends to have tight calves. No one seems to stretch them enough. I even have tight calves, so this is good for me too, guys, all right? First thing, you're gonna hold the plank, just like so. Body's in line, core is tight. You're gonna push back into a down dog. And you're gonna press one heel to the ground and just hold it. Good, 30, 45 seconds. Feel that stretch in the calf. Push a little deeper to get a deeper stretch. Hold it. And then when you're ready, switch sides. Other heel to the ground, push the butt back. Should feel slightly uncomfortable, but not painful. Again, hold it at 30, 45 seconds. Then you're gonna rest. Go through it 2-3 times. You should be good, guys, all right? That is the first stretch for the calves. All right, guys, up next, moving on from the ankles, we're going to the knees. So if those knees tend to cave in, remember it could be a tight adductor or it could be weak medial glutes. So first thing we're gonna try and do is stretch out those adductors. Best option, get a foam roller, roll the inside of the leg out. If you don't have a foam roller, standing one, spread the legs out a little bit. Lean to one side, one leg stays straight, one leg squats back. Lean to one side, hold it, you'll feel it stretch down to the leg. Make sure it's slightly uncomfortable, but not painful. Now, when you do this, some people tend to lean forward on that knee. Make sure you're still pushing that butt back, just like a squat. One leg will stay straight, one leg's gonna squat back, hold it 30, 45 seconds, do the same thing on the other side. As long as you feel that stretch all the way down the inside of that leg, that's what we're going for. Now, you could also have, remember, the weak medial glutes. So I got our band for this. Now the medial glutes are the forgotten muscle. Everyone has heard of them. No one ever tends to work them. This is the band. If you have a thicker band, put them on above the knee. If you have those really skinny rubber bands that pull on your leg here, put them right around the ankles. For this, guys, you don't have to complicate it. I like to wear them. I do some body weight squats, squat down, drive those knees out. This is great for cueing squat form because we want to drive those knees up in squat form, and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel every squat with this band, all right? Squat down, drive the knees out. 30 seconds here. Feel it burn the glutes. Move to 30 seconds. This is directly gonna target the medial glutes. Step out to one side, step across the other side. Step out, nice, big, long step here. 30 seconds, you're gonna start to feel that burn on the medial glutes. So that's how we're gonna strengthen the glutes and the medial glutes. That's how we're also gonna stretch the inside of the legs, guys, all right? Now, from the side view, if that front or lower back arch is too much, it could be from tight hip flexors. Your hip flexors attached from your leg, they go up past your hip and attach to your spine. It's also a big cause of lower back pain. So a way to stretch that, you sit down, you cross your feet, you take your elbows, put them on the knees, and you're gonna drive down, lean forward, and again, find that slightly uncomfortable point and just hold it there. 30, 45 seconds, rest, go through it again. That's how you'll stretch the hip flexors. So up next from that side view, if those arms start falling forward and they're not in line with your shins and your back, it could be from tight lats or tight chest. So we're gonna stretch that out. For the lats, we have child pose. Come to the ground, preferably on a mat. And you're gonna plant your feet, hands, push the butt back, open the knees up a little bit so you can get deeper. Push the butt back, walk the hands out, hold it 30 seconds here. Walk those arms out as far as you can, hold it. 30 seconds, 45. Then you're gonna walk to one side of your body and you're gonna feel it stretch all the way down one side of that lat. Walk them out, walk them forward, hold it, 30, 45 seconds. Come all the way across, same thing. Walk it out, hold it, 30, 45 seconds, 2 times through. That's for the lats. For the chest, we got our band. You can use a PVC pipe, you can use anything. I just got a band. Grab it, shoulder length distance apart. Come up, lean back slightly until you find that slightly uncomfortable point, not painful, slightly uncomfortable. You're gonna hold it there 30, 45 seconds. You should feel it stretch all the way down here, stretching the fibers of the chest. Hold it, deep breaths, happy thoughts here. Get a little deeper if you can. And that's it, guys. That's how we're gonna stretch to the lats and the chest. So that is all I have for you today, guys. Again, it's just a quick overview. It's not gonna make you an expert, but should give you guys a good baseline. You can evaluate yourself. If you have any questions, you can direct them at me, and I'll be gladly to help you guys get better squat form, all right? Again, check the toes, check the knees, see what the arms are doing, see the low back. If anything's tight, do the stretches that I told you. Try to do them 2-3 times a day. Let me know how it goes, guys. Give it a shot. And guys, stay healthy, stay fit, and I'll see you guys sometime soon.